Hello folks, on today's video I'm going to show you how to remove the base on this Hewlett Packard laptop computer. Removal of the base from the main case will enable you to upgrade the memory or have access to the hard drive. And later on I will show you how to upgrade the memory on this laptop. The exact model will be shown in the details below. Before starting this computer upgrade, here are some tools that you will need. On the left hand side we have two small Phillips screwdrivers. Both of these tools easily fit the screws that are in the bottom of my computer. Moving further over to the right, these items are called spudgers, and their purpose is to assist in separating the parts of plastic computers that clip together. They're easily obtainable from Amazon and eBay. Description and links will be in the details below. In the absence of these items, a very thin bladed flat screwdriver may suffice. Also handy is a plastic dish to keep your screws safe. This was just the top of an ordinary jar, but you could use anything. Also advisable is a light coloured towel or tea towel. This serves the purpose that when the computer is turned upside down to remove the screws, it protects the computer case, and also when the computer is then turned right way up to shake the screws out of the base, the light colour of the towel will assist you seeing the screws and stop them bouncing on the floor. Okay, now to start the memory upgrade on this Hewlett Packard laptop. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the battery. There's two little clips on the back here. That one's spring loaded, that one just goes over and unlocks it. So we remove the battery, so we've now got no power going to the device. The next thing we need to do is remove the CD-ROM, which is over here. If you haven't ejected the CD/DVD cassette prior to turning the computer off, all computer drives have a tiny little hole just there which is big enough for a pin, and if you just put the pin in and press, it ejects the drive. Having ejected the CD/DVD drive, I will now loosen this securing screw, and then if we turn the computer over to release that screw and put it in our little dish. Right, we will now go round in a clockwise direction and remove these screws. Now, a bit of very devious design by Hewlett Packard. They have hidden two screws under these rubber feet. And to get access to it, we need to pull this up. And there is the screw. Bit of very devious designing this. So let's take the screw out until it clicks. Now I'm not going to take this screw out because the rubber boot actually protects it. So I just need to ease it from the case and then leave it where it is. So back to this one, the same. We ease it back. Okay, now checking that we have released all the screws. We've got 6 there. That was the one that released the DVD. One over there, and there's one in the middle here and 2 securing the back of the case. So I'm just going to remove those now. So that one's clicking, it's fully undone. And then we just go into these ones down here at the back of the case. That one's clicking, so that's fully undone. Good. Now if we ease the DVD CD cassette out, it is plugged into one of the interfaces along here, so it may need to be eased out gently. There it comes, and that is the whole item out, and we'll put that aside safely. So upend the computer again, we've got to get those 3 screws out, and there they are. And let's just check we have the right amount of screws now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got the correct amount out. We're going to put the computer correct way up. All the screws are removed, and now we shall use this spudger device to separate the plastic parts of the case of the computer. So just find yourself an edge. It's very narrow there, that plastic bit. Find yourself an edge, get it in, and it's in there, and just run it along. And you may hear it click every so often as it separates the body parts. So we're just running it round the edge. Yeah, it clicked there. Continue, click, a few clicks along the bottom. There are only tiny little lips that are on the inside of these plastic cases, and that's all you're trying to separate. Just run it round again to make sure we've got it correct. And I can see the case is now coming up. So now let's turn the computer upside down again. Having released all the screws, we now take the base off, which gives us access to the innards of the computer. There is the hard drive, which we're not going to touch today. Here is the memory, which we are going to upgrade. Okay, now for the exciting part, upgrading the memory. This is 8 GB, which I will put in this slot of the motherboard. Now initially this computer came with 8 GB, which was just this slot here. I temporarily put an extra 4 in there, but I'm now going to remove that 4 GB and place the 8, which I've just shown you, in there to make a total of 16 GB. Now removing these cards is very, very easy. There are clips here on both sides, and all I need to do with my fingernail is pull these apart, and you see the memory just clicks up. So I withdraw the 4 GB. See how easy that came out? And now we insert the 8. You cannot put it in the wrong way because this little gap in the pins is not central. So if you turn it round the wrong way, it won't fit. So all we do is insert that into the slot and then push it down and it clicks in, and that is job done. We now need to put everything back again and switch it on and keep our fingers crossed. Okay, having completed the memory upgrade, it is now just a reversal. Put the case back on the bottom, and then what we want to do is just press it, and you'll get a few clicks, but we'll check that at the end when we put the screws in. So the DVD-ROM just slips in. And actually, if you look down that hole, you can see it matches up. So we'll put that screw in first, just to secure the DVD-ROM. Now don't tighten these screws down fully yet, just tighten them down so they're secure, and then we will go round in order. And not forgetting the two screws underneath the rubber feet. Now at this point, I'm just going to turn the laptop up the correct way and check that the case is flat all round. So just give it a little press down on the edges, and you can hear it clicking into place. Doesn't quite feel right there. And there we are, one Hewlett Packard laptop with 16 GB of memory. Now to turn it on to check that it all shows up correctly. Okay, now let's insert the battery and make sure that everything is working correctly. Click it in. Oh, that's the spring-loaded one, so lock. Okay, upgrade complete. So now to check it shows up on the system. So we switch the computer on, Windows 10 is installed on this system. Once Windows 10 fully boots up, then in the text window on the lower left hand side, just type System. System information will be one of the choices. Click on System Information and then System Summary. And in the window that appears, if you scroll down slightly, it will show, as it did, 16 GB of installed memory. So voila, all successful. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Please comment if you wish to do so, and subscribe and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any future videos. Thank you for watching.